I think demand in general is increasing. We see an upturn in demand, in particular from the latter part of last year to now, driven by a wide breadth of different industries, ranging from obviously the cloud providers themselves and the Amazons and the Microsofts and the like, but also genuine enterprises looking to outsource their infrastructure into data centers, third-party data centers. Mobile is a very strong area of growth. Statistically, if you look at the amount of content flowing through our mobiles today, it's greater than was the entire internet in 2000. If you combine that with the fact that the data center industry itself is ever constrained in its provision of new capacity, that provides a very robust dynamic for the industry as a whole. You know, there are some inherent problems or challenges, let's put it that way, in Europe. When you put a spade in the ground in a medieval city, you're going to find stuff under there that's not on a map. So the challenges of building data centers in city centers is always going to be there, more so than places like the United States or some parts of Asia. Premium data centers built in the middle of the cities are incredibly difficult to build because you've got planning regulations, and getting the provision of significant amounts of power to a site in the middle of a city is always challenging. However, once you build those sites in the middle, you have highly connected environments, and that's where typically the internet lives. Some of the challenges of the industry are getting quality infrastructure, not only data center infrastructure, but the telco infrastructure that you need to abate this ever insatiable desire of more and more speed and instantaneous access to the internet that people, you and I, want every day. Europe has a challenge traditionally because we're trying to lead the world in the green agenda, in particular in places like Germany, and that means that the cost of power is expensive, and data centers, whether we like it or not, use a lot of power. The cost of energy is significantly important to the data center industry, and whilst we evolve into a more green society, that increased cost in the short term has to be catered for with effectively an unstoppable growth of the internet. Customers are looking for real quality. They're looking for the highest standards of resilience, physical security, and the ability to interconnect with multiple carriers, multiple service providers, cloud providers. So effectively looking for the best quality marketplace that they can possibly put their infrastructure into. We work with the local governments in each of our markets across Europe to try to make sure that they understand the challenges of data centers and how we're a driver of economies and how we're a contributor to the economy in each of these cases, not a net drag simply on a large user of power bases.